into standing in bamboo in the wind, feet close-ish together. Create a little space in the underarms, lengthen the fingers. Maybe you'll close your eyes for a moment or look down, you choose. Let's take a few breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. What does it feel like to arrive into this moment, into this time that you've put aside this morning? How does it feel to be in your physical body? It's present in your mood, your attitude. What emotions are perhaps at the surface for you right now? Take another couple of breaths. We're not in a hurry. Take your feet out to basic standing. Check by looking down and align your feet, not too wide. Lots of students that I work with, they tend to stand a little bit too wide. So just shoulder distance apart. Really get a sense for where you are in space and have your feet straight and parallel if that's available to you. Softness in the knees, some more space, a hollowness in the underarms. Open through the palms. Feel into the region of the quad. See if you can get a sense of openness there. Open your chi gates 3 times, really nice and slow. Let this set the tone for your practice. So if you've had a really busy week or even a bit of a frantic morning, maybe in getting to this session, see if you can use these forms here where you're gathering all of your energy back to you as a way to soothe your nervous system a little bit, just slowing down and becoming more present and aware. Once you've opened, you'll lift your arms out to the sides with your palms up and you'll come into chi scatter. You're going to bring one arm across sort of diagonally in front of you. Your palm will be up on that front arm and it's as if you're throwing away some old energy. You're letting it kind of fling off your palm and your fingertips. And often the question is, what am I doing with my back arm? So let your back arm just come behind you a little bit. You don't need to have the palm in any particular way. You just have it comfortable. And you've got an awareness of your back arm, but it's not really doing much other than you being aware of it. And you're looking towards the hand that's doing the scattering. Maybe here you'll start some cleansing breaths deliberately. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you kind of throw away the old energy, you're releasing through the breath as well. We want to have a transformation in our lives. We're going to need to make some space, right? You can't bring new things in if it's already really full and heavy and you're carrying a lot of weight. Energy weight, energetic weight is what I mean. Keep going here. Start to slow down, but just very gradually. Just taper off the pace and then very slowly, gradually, gently return to basic standing, return to facing forward, return to all the things that relate to this practice of Zhang Zhong and Qigong, the standing, the loosening, the alignment, the presence. Just feel. I'm sure you can feel a difference in your physical body just after those few movements. And you'll take your hands and you'll place them into connect earth. And you're taking a moment here to connect through your palms, through your fingertips, down to the earth. See if you can allow your weight to shift just a little bit towards the balls of your feet. Take a few breaths as you feel and sense here. Allow one arm to release and just let it softly be by your side. Turn your other hand over and draw a big circle out to the side and up and over until you come into a lean and you're looking up towards that hand above your head. Then from here, you're going to move both arms. The arm that moved up will move down and the other arm will copy. And we'll start to do a waving motion with our arms, side to side, nice and slow. When we change over, we can bring our head to the neutral position. And then when we're in the little pause, we're going to look up. See if you can find just a little rhythm of this. And when you're in the lean, when you're in the pause, I want you to feel the whole side of your body, right down the side of your body to your foot, on the side that you're reaching up, rather than the other side. Might feel sense of opening or expansion. It's creating a bit of space. And just a few more. One more on each side. And the arm that's up above your head, just let it recede back down. And you'll return to both arms by your sides, and you just have that little moment where you let everything become more loose, active but soft throughout your whole body. And just take a moment to notice the sides of your body, and particularly the sides of your torso. So from your underarm, right down the sides of your body to your hips. What does it feel like? Take another breath. Take both arms out to the sides now and reach out and up and take a really, really big stretch. Reach yourself, stretch, push your feet down, and then move into forward fold. So touching from crown down the body to the kidney region. Give yourself a little rub or tap or both around the lower back, also the buttocks. Take a breath. And then tapping or rubbing down over your hamstrings. The back of your knees can have a little focus and attention. And then you could stop here halfway, or you could go all the way down. You choose. If you're going all the way down, touch your feet and toes. Give them some attention. Rub them a little bit. Rub your heels. Rub your inner ankles. And then, wherever you're at, just dangle. Let your head release. Let your weight come a little bit towards the front of the feet. And take a few breaths. Bend your knees some more and slowly unwind. Come back up to standing. Once you're upright, just be, notice, feel, sense. We want to develop our ability to feel chi. We need to practice feeling chi. And then step your feet to horse stance, out wider on each side. Take a moment to find what feels like the right position. Soften your knees a little bit. And then place your hands out in front of you like you did earlier. It's like that connect earth position. But we're going to move into moon over the water. We're going to shift our weight to one leg by bending into the knee and shift the arms across. And we're going to draw a big arc up and over to the other side where we'll land onto the water. We'll come across and we'll start to find this rhythm. So imagine your hands are landing down onto, I don't know, a moonlit lake, perhaps. Just touching the surface of the water and traveling across that plane. And then up and over. You can look at what you're doing with your hands, but more with your eyes than moving your head around. Just be aware of that. See if you can really get a sense for the weight shifting from leg to leg by bending each of your knees. Do one more in this direction, so go up and over, and then return to where we began at center, and then simply back in the opposite direction. Do a couple more. One more up. Then again, we'll come to center. We'll stand here in this horse stance of connect earth position. Take a breath. And radiate your arms out to the sides and up over your head, like you're now holding a beach ball above your head. Nice and soft, right? See how I'm not reaching my arms up? I've got my arms sunken into my shoulder joints, bending my elbows like I'm holding this big ball above my head. And I'm looking at it at the moment. What we're going to do here is choose an arm. Whichever arm you choose, you'll move your weight to the opposite leg. You'll trace down with that arm that you chose. You'll slowly move your weight to the opposite side and you'll draw a huge circle, arriving back over your head to hold the moon, I guess, right? Because it's called phases of the moon. So now you'll go to the other side with your weight. You'll trace down with your arm and you'll draw a big circle. You'll shift the weight through the body and then you'll arrive back where you began. And we'll go side to side, alternating. This one kind of looks easy, but not necessarily easy. I guess it's simple, but maybe what I'm getting at is it requires a bit of strength, right? Especially if you're moving very slow. So slow it right down. Phases of the moon. Do a couple more. Never know how many a couple is going to be with me, do we? So one more for each arm really just means keep going. When you arrive above your head this time, turn your palms up and just radiate out to the sides and down. You might feel like there's some tension in your shoulders. You're going to step yourself back to basic standing. And you're going to gather your hands into your middle dantian. You're going to let them soften. Your arms can fully rest on your body. I want you to take a few moments just feeling and sensing. Close down your eyes. Maybe your heart's beating a little quicker. What's present in this moment? Smile towards yourself. Take the hands and hover them just away from our heart now. Let's remove the hands from touching. Untouch the hands. I was trying to find the right words. You're going to dive up and you're going to spiral your wrists around. And then as you look up, your firework will explode as your arms come down. You're going to find a rhythm doing that. So you're going to cross over your wrists, come up and spiral the hands, and then let the firework fall through the sky. Once you get going, I want you to alternate your wrists. So on one repetition, your right wrist or one of your wrists will be on the inside. And then on the next one, your opposite wrist will be on the inside. To really give some focus to what you're doing. Fingertips are leading and guiding you up above the head, out and down. Really nice and slow. If you lose track of which wrist is where, you get distracted if your mind goes somewhere else. Start over again. Just a few more. Do one more repetition. Let your firework fall down through the sky. We're going to place our hands, the backs of the thumb region or the index and thumb region are just going to connect to the sides of the head. We want to again be nice and loose through the shoulders, so let them kind of soften, right? We don't want to be tense here. We're going to turn to one side on a little bit of an angle, sort of 45 degrees. You're going to lift up that leg on that side that you turn to, and then you're just going to extend it forward. You're not going to step, you're just going to land onto it and lift up your back heel. And then whichever side you've done that on, you're going to turn your head and look behind, just slowly. Then slowly turn your head and look back to face that 45-degree angle. You'll bring your weight onto that back foot once again. You'll lift up your front leg. Very distinctively, you're going to place it down back in your basic stance, and you're now facing forward. Soften your shoulders. Turn to the other side. Lift, extend and land. Lift your back heel up. Turn and look behind. Turn back to look on the angle facing forward. Return your weight to the back leg. Lift the front leg. Replace the leg to basic standing. Soften your shoulders. Turn, lift, extend and land. Back heel lifts. Turn. Turn back. Land onto the back foot. Lift the front leg. Wobble if you need to. Replace. Soften your shoulders. Turn. Lift. Gaze behind. Gaze forward. Lift. Release. One more round. Soften your shoulders. Really feel into what's happening in your body. Once you've finished the form and you're facing forward, don't rush. Lift your arms. Lift your gaze. Stretch. Slowly descend your arms. Who said Qigong was not a physical workout? Who said that? They're lying. You can feel it now, right? Take a couple of breaths. Breathe out through your mouth a couple of times. Let go. Let everything move. One form to go. Nice and soft and subtle. We're going to choose a side of the body where we'll bring our weight by bending our knee. That side will reach out and up. We'll turn our thumb over so the palm is down, and then we'll draw our hand in as we bring our weight back to neutral. We're in front of the upper dantian. We're going to travel down the midline of the body, back by the side. Bend the other knee. Gather. Bring the weight to neutral as the arm comes in and the hand comes to the upper dantian, and then travel down, side to side. Rather than leaning, I want you to really see if you can get the distinction here. Your knee bends and the weight of your body moves into that knee, and that's how you're executing or expressing this form. You're not leaning side to side. See if you can notice the difference there. The spring sun returns is the name of the form. All about transformation, moving from one phase, one part of the cycle to another, allowing change. As you're expressing a few more repetitions, I want you to really have some awareness and notice the arm that's not moving. What is it doing? Just let it be softly at your side, like you would in the basic stance. See if you can allow your awareness and your consciousness to be all through your body, with every part of you as you're moving, breathing, being. Two more times. 2 more times, one for each side. Once you've completed the form, take a breath. Step your feet to bamboo in the wind again, closer together. Take another breath. Gather your arms by lifting and coming out in front of you, and draw into your heart, but rather than touching the hands or touching your body, just hover at your heart space, close but not touching. See if you can get a sense of the energy there at your heart center. See if you can get a sense of connecting with it through your intention, also through the hands, acting as magnets or guidance for that energy that's there. Really slowly descend your hands. Come down to your lower dantian and hover close but not touching. Take another breath. Feel on the inside. Do that again. So out to the side, slowly and softly, forward into the field that's in front of you, and in to hover at the heart. Breath. Slowly descend, even slower this time than you did the first time. Hover at the lower dantian, take a breath. One final time out to the sides, interrupt, out in front, together, left. Pause. Even slower, descend down. Over at the lower dantian, take another breath. Release your arms by your sides and close your chi gates 3 times. Do it as slowly as you've just done those 3 movements. Feel inside from the top of your head all the way down as your arms descend. By the sides. 2 more. Once you've finished closing, cover the dantian, literally touching. We'll pause for a few moments of stillness so you will remain standing. You want to sit down or lay down. Choose. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.